How you doing? It's Keska. We're playing the tutorial, Longplay, walkthrough, whatever you want to call it. Casual gaming tutorial. Well, we're gonna get ready for Yagluth. Obviously, I haven't logged in. I'm a bad boy. Saw an interesting video today. I'll be the first to admit I don't understand the universe sometimes. Yeah, I'll admit it. But I do understand parallax. I mean, from where you're standing, things look different than if you're standing on the other side of the fracking hill. You know, it's just parallax. It's a point of view. It's a very important thing in tactics. Anyway. Oh, I think this is the first serpent scales that I got. A little bit of chain, a little bit of bone. I thought it's gonna be resin, no doubt. What else we got in there? Some grey dwarf eyes. Let's get rid of those. There we go, right there. Got some stone, some cash, some of those. Goodbye. And a little bit of wood. Well, actually, a lot of wood. Food. We gotta put all this stuff away. We gotta put it away from over there. We gotta put it away from the boat. We are gonna be taking a boat ride shortly to collect some black metal. This is still the night where I pulled up in the boat. I have not done any work. I don't even know what I'm looking for. It's here somewhere though. There it is. I'll carry a lot of stuff on me. Gotta be equipped. It's just fucking, it's army training, baby. That is what it is. Oh, we're gonna do the Valheim shuffle. Let's put some in the bag, so we only have to do it once. Should have ate. Oh, yet, think about it. Need to put like a crate here. Something. Well, I got these barrels. So this video, I don't know. I don't understand people. So I'm back to this, what I was just saying. Okay. I don't know how to say this. Dude was racist. Alright. He was not a white guy. Okay. I know some people go, oh, it's not possible. That's fine. You are hurting me. You are hurting me too. Everybody trying to hurt my feelings. Okay, well, his contention in the video was that white people are crazy. And for proof, he had a video of a guy who was obviously stoned out of his mind. Plus, there were weird effects in it. Somebody was shining this guy on. But I just put stone here. I mean, because the guy was obviously stoned, like I just said, stoned out of his fracking mind, but also, you know, weird stoned video effects. Okay, so the OP's contention is that white people are crazy. Well, it's fine, except everything the guy said was pretty much the damn truth. Okay, and what was he talking about? He was talking about the founding of this country by rich people who really didn't think poor people should have a vote, and tried to put white poor people against black slaves. Yeah, all that. And then the video that he's saying white people are crazy, it's a video of a white guy who's obviously stoned, okay? And that video goes on talking about, you know, how that's come into the future, too. So I didn't see how white people are crazy, because all I saw was the truth. Whether you believe that's true or not, well, that's up to you, okay? But there's no way a conspiracy theory. It is in my opinion. Wait, where the hell's my portal? Okay. I want to move some stuff. Why do I have ancient bark out here? Don't know. Oh, there is ancient bark out here. Kind of fill my overflow up before I actually have overflow, because I prefer to put my drop all my stuff off in the crafting area. It's just easier. So I like to leave some space in the boxes there. It's pretty simple. It's no conspiracy theory. So I bring it out here early before it's really necessary. I know some people say, you got too much stuff, you got too much boxes. Yeah, well, okay. And yet, I use a lot of stuff. You just don't see it. I'm doing a lot of building. One thing I don't have to do, that I don't like to do, is say, oh, I'm going to do this, and then I'll be like, oh, I have to go get leather scraps. No, I have to go get leather scraps out of my chest. I don't have to go hunt no pigs. You know, so that's how I roll. That's my thing. What is up with ancient bark? What is up with corewood in here? Corewood's empty here. Right, so you go like that. And next time I will be using them overflow ones, I guess. And this is fine. And that's fine. Alright. Right, so I'm like, why did it have to be about white people? I mean, he's not the only one who gets high. Okay, and yeah, he's not the only one who believes in conspiracy theories. Okay, well, you know, if you read a little history, you wouldn't really think that was a conspiracy theory. You'd be like, yeah, who doesn't know this? I mean, seriously, who doesn't know that? That our founding fathers were, you know, the paragons that we're told in our public schools that they were. Okay, we got bear meat. We got deer meat. That is boar meat. Get out of the boar meat box. Oh. Oh. Better. Wolf meat. Why do I got wolf meat? I don't know. Got a lot of it. Fox meat. Ah, red mushrooms. Freeze glands. Alright, let's get some food in the face since it's already morning. Where did that go? Oh, okay. All right. More stuff. Yeah, this is gonna be boring. That's why I'm yapping about shit that doesn't make any damn difference. Wait, did I get everything out of there? Yeah, I'm a good boy. Just checking for overflow. Load it up, baby. What else is here? I might just leave those there. Because reasons. I got reasons. Can I verbalize my reasons? No. No, I cannot. Well, because it's easier for me to put the trophies in there with the E-key, like this. If there's one of each in there, and I could go through and take out one of each and do that task, but really the trophies stack so high that I might as well just leave them in there until summer, well, till the box is overflowing. Because I'm going to end up deleting a lot of them anyway. The ones that aren't used for anything, well, some are used for things now. What all I got here? I got... Huh, I thought I had obsidian over here. It's over here. Okay. Guitar, that goes inside. Coal. Alright. We got stove. What kind of hides we got? We got rabbit hides. What is it called? Hair... Scale hide. Scale hide. Okay. The roots be getting full. Technically, servant scales should be over there, but they're not really used for armor, so. Looks like that game of concentration. I missed the coal. It's over here. We get the certlings. How are the certlings overflowing? Overflowing good. I like that. I use a lot of certling cores. Alright. We're just gonna leave them trophies, and we're not done yet. Well, there's a whole boat full of crap. Hope that guy, girl, whatever, that other person who lives here put their cart away with. Oh, never mind. I found one. I gotta put a roof on that door. Yeah, none of this is gonna turn out well. Come on, Mr. Ship, go over a little bit. Yep, time to go. Running out of breath, I guess. Here, I'm tired. What's the deal with this one? Why is this one not decaying? What's the secret? What's the secret? Tell me the secret. I know it's a conspiracy that this one door is not decaying and the other one is in the rain. This one's into the stone, it looks like. This one looks a little further out. Right? Yeah, that one's even with the edge of the stone almost. It's out a little bit, but not as much as the other one. How did I do that? Eyeball mark 1. Or, no, I have the wood there too. Maybe I put the door in first. Looks like it's in the same damn place. Alright, well, it's a mystery that I'm not going to solve right now. Q and E are your friends. Oh, what happened to my boat? He's doing on my boat. Guess worth moving it. In the box. Got some of them serpent scales. Got some tar. Some rocks. Ow. I don't know, actually. And where the hell is my... Oh, it's in the plains. Well, I guess we'll make another one. Okay, I gotta make a thing. Then I gotta make another thing. Is my infinity hammer still turned on, or is it off still? Good. Alright. Oh, that's nice. Am I right about this? Yep. It's nice to be right. Going on here? Gonna get paranoid. All the stacks are cooperating. Oh, well, they aren't because I really should build more than one. I should build 3. I'll come back because I'm going to be overweight. Is it 10? That's an expensive damn 10. Wait. Looking good, boys. Maybe dude was joking, but there's 40 comments under there. Like, not about the racism thing. I don't know why I do that to white people. That makes no sense to me. If you did that with black people, then you'd be racist, but black people can do it. I just don't understand that because either in the military, your ass is grass. You do either. Okay? Black person talking like a white about a white person like that, or white people like that, or vice versa. Like I said, there ain't no fracking distinction of that in the military. But apparently in the civilian world, yeah, it's a little different. Alright. Well, it is what it is. What are you gonna fracking do about it? I just told him, you know, I don't know that I believe much history anymore anyway. This way, I'm gonna Valheim shuffle over here. I should have pulled the card, but yeah, I'll make it. I'll make it. I'm good. I like to be going out. The keep. I need a person just to run around, put lights up. Keep the lights on. Are we gonna make it? It's gonna be tight. It's a photo finish. We made it. We had plenty of room. I got both flax and barley. Barley. I should put a windmill up here, but I'm gonna wait till, the drakes come. I mean, who would think the drakes would attack pigs, right? But, so, I'm not gonna worry about the pigs. But, I can't really move them pig pens until, drakes come. I'm just waiting for drakes. Where did I put the flax? I think I only have it over here. Yeah. Yeah, I gave him the definition of conspiracy. So this thing I'm talking about the drakes and if you're thinking I'm trying to get the pigs killed, well, you can't say it's a conspiracy me trying to get the pigs killed because I'm only one person. It takes two people to make a conspiracy. So there. It's an agenda. It's not a conspiracy. Oh yeah, I remember what I was doing with this shit. Two or more people. That's basically all a conspiracy is. Two or more people get together, they agree to do something or do something. Yeah. And there you go. There you go, you got conspiracy. Poots. Casey Poots. Poots. Yeah, it's hard to say. It's German. It means revolution or revolt. The car guy. Casey Poots. In any case, I don't think I need to do anything else there except build me some big ass. Yeah, that's going to be fine wood. Need some big ass chests. I think it's 10 fine wood, 2 iron. Okay. Yeah, his video about law was, pretty much what I thought it would be. I think Casey just woke up. Okay. I'm not going to use the term woke because it's been polluted. What woke originally meant was aware of the system and how the system operates. Oh, I don't have the serpent scales over here. Oh, that's fine. It's a nice little spot there for it. I'll take these out of here because we're going to get so much stuff. You think I got extra space here? You're crazy. There ain't no extra space here. I don't got enough room for shit. Unless I start doubling up boxes. Yeah, the whole lawfare thing, and also, how the law doesn't apply to some folks. Doesn't seem to apply to some folks like it does to other folks. Mainly in regards to economic status. Socioeconomic status, I should say. Because you don't want to leave out high-pollutant society guys who are supposedly making $100,000 a year and come out of the 4 years of that, and okay, maybe it's $200,000 for president now, whatever. Come out of that, it's multi-millionaires. That's a neat trick. I want a job for a couple $100,000, and I want to come out a multi-millionaire. All right, we will take this. I don't got enough coal. Oh yeah, these things. Yeah. They all go on the same side. I want to move these because I want to stand there. Hey, now you done screwed up. Trying to be cool about this. Make it look cool. Good, so it is 10, I hope, because I'll shoot somebody in the face. I don't have to shoot nobody in the face. I'm threatening violence. why I built 3. Then I can just grab a stack of 30, go on down the road. Then I'll grab my coal, which is not in the box because it's over here. And I got a whole box that I moved out. Whoa, that's the wood. Right, coal is over here because I usually do the coal for it. Anyway. I thought I had both of these full. Oh, I did process all that iron, and then I spent all the iron on stupid round buildings. Like a crazy man. I'll tell you, sometimes I'm a crazy man. You don't know how close I came to just putting on Exportal. Love the Exportal mod. Better be 20. No, wrong side. Why you gotta change the sides like that? Why you gotta do that? Just to throw us off our game. Make us adapt. Specialization is for insects. I agree with that. Oh, I got a big ass fly in my house. He does not belong here. This is a no-fly zone. You know what? I'm going to come back here later to fill up this card again. Excuse me one moment, I have to talk to a fly. It's cold for you to be up in here. Well, enforcing the no-fly zone was not successful. As soon as I turn on the lights, I can see him. This dude's all over the house now. Boy got a lot of energy because he's in from the cold, I guess. Big old garbage fly, I guess this kind of fly is called. A big sucker. Huh. Did I take that down? Oh, I might have. Yes, I just didn't put those away. Okay, yeah, I had the 10 wood and I said, what's this 10 wood doing here? I figured it out now. Okay, so that's done. It was something that needed to be done. It was on my to-do list. Turn off auto pickup. That needed to be done so I could walk through here like a normal human being without shit going up my butt. Well, I didn't walk, did I now? What the hell's going on around here? Some idiot. So it just brings home to me how different, and I see why people get freaked out. I mean, institutionalized for 17 years. I had a bologna sandwich today. I thought, this is good. People don't eat bologna sandwiches anymore. Unless you're in jail or in the military. or some other institutionalized type thing, you know. And I, you know, well, I am a bit expensive and may not have food stamps or SNAP next month, so I went and got some bologna, you know. My bologna has a first name. It's great. G-R-E-A-T. My bologna has a second name. It's B-A-L-U-E. Yeah, Walmart. Great value brand. Like $1 for a pound of bologna. So I'm like, okay. That's better than the $8 for the ham, you know. Because I don't know what's going on. And I like to eat. Anyway, it was good. I like, why don't I eat these more? You know, use for my American crapola processed cheese that isn't, okay, it's morning already? That isn't grilled cheese sandwiches. Food's okay in the bag. Need a portal. Going the wrong way because there's no portals left in there. But I think I'm going to take some more over there. Well, I'll go through the portals, don't I? 200 or what is it? 20 times 5 is 100. Yeah. And 50 of these. And that is not where the certainly cores are. 10 of these. Get 2 of them too. I just, might as well just throw. Just saves me coming over here doing it if I throw all this shit in the same box. That is not enough. So there's a lot of things that civilians do that drive ex-military people crazy. Veterans. Okay? Like, okay, I don't know what the deal is with this, but because I don't think you have to be a military person to think this one's crazy, but literally standing in line for 30 seconds, there was 2 people in front of me. The middle person's like, "Whoa, why you gotta wait so long?" It was literally 30 seconds. They walked up just before I did, and I'm like, what the? So maybe, oh, these guys are here. I gotta fix this gate. That's on my list of things to do. Yeah, you keep it knocking, but I'm out of the circle. Oh, we gotta get little magic guy. No shield for you. Hey now, that ain't cool. The hell's my, oh, my auto pickup's off. Really? Just these 2 guys? Oh no, come on. Where's my stamina? I'm not rested. Oh, I am rested. Where'd he go? Another one. Hey man. What is up with my fracking stamina regen? You just stand there and see what happens to you. You can't even dumbass. Well, I'm gonna try to block this guy. Is he leaving? Where's all the little guys? Oh, not gonna try to block that one. Wasn't that tough? Really? Oh, I am carrying a shit ton of portals. Alright. Yeah, I'm gonna have to come back out here and get this. Huh, so I put my portal in the damn case and 30 seconds, man, I stood in line half my damn life. No, okay, it's not that bad, but it's pretty bad sometimes in the military. Always in some line. Well, I hear bad guys out there still. Just put the metal in the crafting for now. Get off my wall! Oh, I'm sort of going airborne on your ass. Oh, I do not have Featherfall anymore. Neck killers. You dirty neck killers. I see what you did. The neck weren't hurting anybody. They were just out here marinating to be my food. Oh, and you killed a grayling. And poor graylings. Sounds a little hypocritical, doesn't it? No, it sounds like U.S. government. Like we only care when it's not us doing it. What we're doing is perfectly fine. And fooling maybe terrorists. Oh, I kill another innocent neck. Them necks never hurt nobody. Except me a couple times, but that's not the point. I have an agenda. Huh. Oh, wow. They brought me lots of black metal. I kind of feel like 2 little fullings. There's something wrong. The whole thing, something was wrong. I'm gonna take a walk. Let me take a walk around the base. I gotta replace this wall up here with stone too. Well, the early warning system's still intact. 2 deer. I don't see nobody. I mean, they could have run off into the woods murdering people, I guess. Seems odd. Don't make me let the wolves loose. I'm gonna let them dogs out. Chaos. Chaos is one thing civilians do well. AGF. You do not give a fuck about chaos. Let's put you in there. Wait. Can I fill all three of those? Grab 75? Did I grab... Oh, I must have picked up some wood from battle. Alright, well... And it's not just a question of... You get stressed. It's not just a question of, oh, I don't like chaos. You know, I don't like strawberry Kool-Aid. It's not like that, no. You know, there's veterans that get stressed about a lot of chaos because it's just like anti-life to them. It's anti how life should be because chaos means you're probably going to get dead. Nobody really wants that. Especially not for themselves. Gotta do the chores or don't get done. Alright, what do we got here? Junk. Lots of junk. Well, please send more attacks. I mean, that one wasn't bad because there wasn't a bunch of little ones. I don't really understand what's going on there. Just a big guy, and at least now I know I can block the big guys. Well, probably not a 1-star. All they did was give me intel and 30 black metal. I appreciate that. Damn you. Well, give me the stuff now. Bet you want me to fill you too. Thought we'd go through more of the linen thread. Guess we didn't. What are you doing in there? Oh, good. Oh, we got 6 totems. We're good to go for Friday. I thought I'd have to raid another village. And I'll start to leave those things too. Okay, I got the portals done. My X portal is in play. No, it isn't. I do not see my X portal. We got Yagluth. The X portal went to Yagluth. Okay. Makes sense now. What we have to do is sit down in my chair here. Relax. I just got a brand new coffee. It's been like one sip taken out of the darn thing. And how long have I been streaming? 45 minutes? What the frack is going on here? No, it's lukewarm. Flies and bullying attacks and blast furnaces wanting to be built. I think I pretty much got everything I can build with that motor thing now. Oh, yeah, I can build my hot tub. Oh, does that require the motor thing? No, it just requires the tar. I think we shall do this. Let me look around my little room here. Hey, look at that. There's a spot right in the corner, but is that going to be close enough to help me here? Well, I got 13. Let's go get some parts. Ah, 20 wood. I got that. We can do that. Six tar, 10 iron, 8 stone. Wow, that seems like not a lot of stuff. This is like the first time I haven't gone hunting tar. And here I end up with a whole shit ton of tar. See? It's that Murphy guy again. He's raising his head. He's saying, yep. Yep. You look pretty tired. You're going to have a hard time getting it. You're going to die. I got more tar than I normally have. I'll tell you that. Not enough to roof this place, though. Not yet. Just a workbench. Gotta load that side, but maybe turn it like this. It's too close to my stand. Okay, don't snap, please. Can I get at that? Alright. Huh? No, it isn't. I'll go get some wood, though. Well, I ain't gonna be lounging around. I ain't gonna be lounging around for long in there, but, you know, sometimes a girl gotta take a hot tub. Yeah, so it's gonna be like that. Hey, now, I gotta be in the corner. Sorry. That's better. Yeah, our founding fathers were paragons of whatever it is they're supposed to have been. Maybe look at them all individually. Yeah. But anyway, back to lawfare. Casey misses is that pretty much started like 1873 with the Coinage Act. What happened with the Coinage Act was, well, Congress passed the Coinage Act of 1873. What they did was they left silver off of it as a asset currency, and the only asset currency left on the law was gold. So basically, the country had been using silver and gold as valuable metals. Well, this made all the silver coins, which most of the workers had, useless because they were no longer legal tender. So, yeah, they got screwed, and the reason it happened was so that the international bankers could consolidate, all the world's currency under gold, which they did. Yeah, is it a conspiracy theory that the R family, R as in capital letter R, you run all these? But since Meyer, whatever his fucking name was, the end of the Napoleonic War, did a little thing that the Jays think is, the right thing to do, a little cheating. It's because Jacob, also known as Israel, he, well, read the Bible. Just read the Bible. Okay? Just read the Bible about Jacob. Oh my God. Anyway, that's all good. All that stuff that Jacob did. So anyway, cornered the market on British, I don't know what they were, bonds or whatever. Pretty much took over the British monetary system. And he did that because he had a spy who was with Napoleon's army at not with Wellington's army was it Wellington? At Waterloo. Oh, I gotta dry off. In any case, he knew Napoleon had lost the battle, but so he got slick. He sold all his stocks, and then there was a run on it, and everybody sold it because look, dude's doing it. And then at the last minute, before the news came that Napoleon actually lost, now he didn't actually make a public announcement saying Napoleon had lost, but he knew Napoleon had lost. In any case, there's my clothes. I'm looking for my clothes. That happened, and that's the same family that pretty much the majority shareholder of all the central banks, apparently secretly, because nobody, no, they're owned by the participating banks, whatever. Yes, the participating banks own shares. They had to do, our family, they've been doing this for hundreds of years. They know better than to have a public face. You give it a public face, you get people wanting to hang public faces. You do the stuff in the back and you just just don't. You think that you know the richest men in the world, but you don't. Here's an interesting thing that I found out. There's not a country in the world that doesn't owe a debt, that isn't in debt, that doesn't have a deficit. There isn't one country in the world that doesn't have a deficit. So wait a minute. So the question is, who is the lender? I mean, we're always told that China owns, most of the stocks and bonds in the U.S. debt, the bonds, they own most of the U.S. debt. That's what we're told, but China's in debt too. So it's like, who is the lender? Well, the answer to that is the crooks who make money out of thin air. You go and buy a car, you go to the bank, get a loan, right? They approve your loan. What does the bank do? They call an armored car, and they go get an armored car, get some money, bring it over to the bank and give you the money. No, that's not what they do. They literally create the money out of thin air. They just say, okay, we're putting out a loan for this amount. Okay, well, they don't give you money. Okay, you get some loan papers and you sign those, and the auto dealership signs those, and did money happen? And maybe you did a down payment, right? But that has nothing to do with the loan part of it. There's no actual money involved in the whole process, except for if you did a down payment of cash. Okay, and the money is literally created out of thin air by the bank. It's really interesting. Alright, we gotta do it. We gotta go get that metal. I don't care if it's midnight. Them sea serpents better watch out. Oh, I gotta stock up on my arrows. I've got to do planting too. I suppose I might as well just process that. I mean, who owns the debts of all the countries? That's crazy. It's crazy. Why do I feel like there should be more than that? I thought there was a shit ton. Oh yeah, I brought a shit ton of stuff out here. Oh, here's what it is. It's coming back, because I'm going to need it for the weapons I gotta make. I gotta make the porcupine and the sword. Kinda want an axe too. Is there a black metal pickaxe? If there is, I want that too. Oh, it's gonna be like this, huh? Cue the music. We were off by dawn. The journey begins. I saw a sea serpent during the day on the way back last stream. We are not coming from the same place. Here's my opinion of that. These crooks may think the American people owe them, what is it now, 60 trillion? No, who knows? Doesn't matter. Yeah, no. We will learn to make a French device called a guillotine before we pay them a dime as far as regular everyday Americans go. Okay, so they better keep the government going. If they don't keep the government going, well, it's not going to turn out well for the bankers. Because that's pretty much the only thing protecting them. If the car guy is any indication, this is a guy born into an affluent family. He's never been poor. He's worked hard all his life. Never been homeless. And even he's fed up with the bullshit, whereas I wouldn't say he's born with a silver spoon in his mouth, but he had advantages that a lot of people don't. Okay. The wind to be picking on me. There's a lot of people waking up to how the system is. So, the first time they used law to attack the workers like that, 1783, there was huge inflation. Inflation's good for the banks, and the people who own the means of production. It's just not good for the workers who also had coins that didn't work anymore. I don't know. Relatively compared to 2008, the CARES Act, the big beautiful bill, a relatively small transfer of wealth from the bottom compared to those three things, but still, okay. And why is our debt 60 trillion or whatever the hell it is? Because you have private bankers who are allowed to print as much money as they want. And they think that we should be held responsible for that. And that's what I'm saying. No. I'm sorry. No. But it's the law. Well, the law is wrong, and everybody's felt that for a long time, except for the people who are getting paid not to feel that way. The corruption runs deep in the government. I mean, it's not a little corrupt. It is corrupt from top to bottom. I'm sure there's, employees in the bureaucracy who don't know shit, okay? Because that's not how corruption works, okay? Corruption's usually the guys who failed upward past their point of competence, which is fortunate for the mass of humanity. I mean, for example, Bill Gates and his eugenics thing, he's definitely failed upward past his level of competency because he can't keep his stupid mouth shut. And now everybody's waking up to what he's been doing. Yeah, and that's going to come back to him. But, the people actually funding him, they don't care because nobody knows about them. Oh, it's a conspiracy theory. Whatever. Okay? These people exist. I'd say like 300 families pretty much are the people that the debt of all the countries is owed to. Probably roughly 3,000 people. And they're very quiet. But I wanted to talk about the solar system. Going to stay the course. When I was a kid, I read a science fiction book called John Carter. and A Princess of Mars. I'm not really sure. I always thought it was 2 books. I thought it was John Carter and A Princess of Mars. But anyway, I found this book in an old shed on the farm, all, well, not waterlogged, but it had been waterlogged at some point and, became water damaged, I guess is the way you'd say it. In any case, nice hardcover book. I don't know, something caught my eye. Ignored my responsibilities of getting the sheep that had escaped that I had been chasing back in, there was glass bottles, different colored glass bottles. You don't see colored glass bottles anymore. And shit like that in the shed too. A bunch of older stuff. The book actually seemed kind of out of place amongst the kind of junk that was in there. Kitchen utensils that aren't used anymore. In any case, I sat down, read till dark, went home, got yelled at, told my mom I found a book, she liked that, she liked her kids reading. Well, I was sorely disappointed because I really couldn't read the end of the book. Yeah, my mother said, well, we'll go to Grand Forks. Let's go to a bookstore in Grand Forks, North Dakota, and see if we can't find the book. Well, there was actually 13 books in the series. Yeah, I got them all. Didn't get to read them right away. We had a car accident on the way back. I was in the hospital. My head got whacked into the back seat of the station wagon. I was in the very back of the station wagon, kicked back reading. We got T-boned by some hunters, one of which was my bus driver. We were almost home. School bus driver. They were drunk. Driving along, probably the same assholes who shot lightning, but who knows. I remember the guy's name too. But anyway, when I got out of the hospital, couldn't read them books fast enough, but I got an interest in astronomy and all that, and planets and all that. And, I mean, the library, there is no public library in a town of 635 people. The library at the school, though, had lots of books on astronomy and Oh, Be a Fine Girl, Kiss Me. I learned a little bit about astronomy. Well, let's turn a little bit. Oh, Be a Fine Girl, Kiss Me is the classes of stars. G being a girl, that's our type of star. Pretty sure. Anyway, speaking of our star, there are different stories about, not from modern civilizations, but from ancient civilizations, about the formation of the solar system and Earth, too. Some crazy ones like turtles and all that. Okay, that's all well and good. But there are some that, are reasonably scientific. Okay. Well, I was deep into sci-fi, and I read a book from a guy named, I think it's James P. Hogan wrote the book, Gentle Giants of Ganymede. There were giants involved. I had seen a giant skeleton. Well, it was the main reason I bought the book. I'd never heard of the guy, and the cover wasn't anything to write home about. In any case, in his book, okay, the asteroid belt was a planet. Now, I'd seen meteorites, and I always thought, so he had me at hello, that it was not a failed planet, which is what our science is saying. Okay, it was an exploded planet. Okay, but our science is very much against catastrophes. Okay, there's an ism, but I don't know how to say the word. Catastrophism? That doesn't sound right. Okay, but they're very much against it because when science became science, they want to totally separate themselves from the religious people, and they're like, oh no, that whole thing with the flood and all that. Well, no, we can't talk about that. And they didn't not just talk about it. They okay. I admit I'm sucking. Finally. Son, I ain't dragging you to shore. How'd I miss that shot? We gonna get your stuff though. They just are anti-catastrophe. Have been for a long time. Now we have some theories now about the Great Flood. Okay, that includes the, Younger Dryas impact event. Well, the impact theory, whatever. We're gonna get the scales. This mod is called Seafloor Walking Boots. These boots are made for walking, and that's just what they'll do. I'm gonna tie a rock to my leg and go down. Make sure you have more than 100 points of health if you do this. We're good. Yeah, see? But you're like, Casca, how are you going to get back to your boat? Well, fortunately, you can take the boots off in the water. Wasn't so much skills as the trophies. Now I can hang up some trophies. And anything in the Bible or any religious text, they just like poo-pah, These are the same guys who, know the exact date of, such and such a person, but they can't tell you when the courthouse in Cincinnati was built. Well, the exact dates when the pyramids and such were built, but no, I'm sorry, we don't have the records on that. But how do you know when the pyramids were built? They actually got the records? Okay, whatever. Same people. In any case, so the book starts out very interesting. It's kind of like a modern movie. Somebody should make a movie out of it. Okay, there's a war going on, and this guy's on the moon, and they're watching the whole planet have a world war with, nuclear weapons, whatever. Okay, some big ass bombs. Okay, big enough to see from the moon. Okay, and the moon is turning. Earth goes over the horizon, and then, they're pretty certain the planet just blew up. Well, it wouldn't have done to have them actually watch it because it would have been a heck of a meteor shower, you know what I'm saying? In fact, the whole face of the moon that was facing that planet would probably have a thicker crust due to the extra mass that hit it from the exploding planet. Was it just nukes? I said probably some a little more than nukes, but in any case, that's how the book starts out. And basically, talking from the point of one of the survivors. He's keeping a log in his spacesuit. We know this because they found the dude on the moon. Okay, that's the kicker at the end. Okay, but basically, he couldn't walk anymore. They were headed towards another base after they survived the near misses of the planet's mass slamming into the moon, and well, the moon being free now of the gravity well of that planet, called it Minerva. The planet, that planet orbited where the asteroid belt is now. Okay. This is a science fiction story. I'm just telling you a science fiction story here. It's Gentle Giants of Ganymede by James B. Hogan. Okay. He's not the only one who felt over the years that, maybe the asteroid belt wasn't a failed planet, but was a destroyed planet. Well, it captured my imagination anyway. It was an interesting story. We're not going to go into the whole story. That was just the beginning of the story. They found a guy in a spacesuit on the moon. He had a log. They translated it from an ancient language that was found on Earth. And they're trying to solve this mystery, like, how the hell did this dude get on the moon? Well, his log pretty much told it after they got it translated. And so, in the story, the moon fell inward and was captured by the Earth. There you go. Okay. So that the moon wasn't an original satellite. Well, the moon's got a lot of weird things about it. First of all, the tidally locked thing. Okay. And the face of the moon that faces the Earth. That's what tidally locked means. What the hell is that? It's a workbench. Well, I remember. Hey, I'm showing off the C4 rocket boots. Did I ever get them sea serpent stuff? I was trying to raise the ground here. I said I'd be back. It's probably not here anymore, or it could be because there's a workbench there still. I think we'll take a look. A leak. Take a peek. Cause I ain't got no damn wind anyway. Oh, find out. Oh, I got it up pretty good. I must have got the shit. Oh yeah, I brought this up here. Catastrophe. That could be a navigation hazard in the future. Yeah, I must have got this stuff. Actually, I haven't read a lot of science fiction books that have that theory in it. But I did hear a creation story of an ancient civilization that has that creation story in it, kind of. Okay. Basically, in that creation story, a rogue planet comes into the solar system, steals a couple moons from some gas giants, flips one of them on its side, gas giant. Big honking, raging, fiery planet. And then it Marduk it was called, it goes by the planet in the orbit of the asteroid belt and zaps it with huge lightning bolts and all kinds of shit besides slamming some moons into it and shatters it in two. This was a water giant. So a water giant on the orbit just inside of Jupiter. The story is told like it was wreaking havoc in the solar system. I could see that because we have tides from the moon. Imagine a water giant going past Jupiter. In any case, it was all personified. So, half or whatever of the planet is falling inward towards the sun, and the Marduk planet goes around the sun, comes back and takes another pass at the planet. I would say probably on the other side. I would say that Marduk must have been on the inner side of not Minerva, Tiamat, the dragon. And therefore, its gravity, when it shattered, would have pulled it inward, the pieces inward, and then it went around the sun and came back, and it stabilized the orbit. One of the moons was Kingu, which is dead ringer for Luna. And the piece that was left bathed in the water of the water giant they call Ki. And it became a planet. Now this was billions and billions of years ago. Ain't nobody was around to see this shit. So, yeah. But that's their creation story of the Earth. Okay. Oh. And Marduk got a destiny. Ki got a destiny. Kingu got enslaved to Ki. Destiny. It's the word they use for orbit. Apparently that was the reason Marduk did the whole thing, so he could get his destiny, the tablet of destiny. So if Marduk got a destiny, well, Marduk's still out there. We call it Nibiru now. 3,600 year orbit. One shar for them, it's a year. It's one shar, but it's 3,600 of our years. So I imagine, because in their stories, interestingly enough, people come from that planet and they kind of pretty much have the same DNA. Pretty much everything on Earth has the same DNA. I mean, there's differences as far as the actual genes in the DNA, but it's like, was it 2 chromosomes and all that jazz, all the same. There are theories that there could be other types of DNA. I better take care of this guy because he sees me be coming. Oh, they killed the brute? Where did the brute go? Who wants to die first? Okay, equal opportunity. Archer must have killed the brute. Hey, what the hell's going on around here? I forgot about that boat. Guess we'll have to do something about that. So over billions of years of DNA on both planets is the same. Well, changed. Over billions of years of evolution, right? Started at the same place. We know this because DNA from the species from Nibiru was spliced into DNA from human, predecessor humans. What else? Which one? About 200 and some thousand years ago. Okay. I really wish they'd give us a way to just delete a boat. I've been saying this for 4 years. Boat in the bag. Should replace this with stone. So yes, we're talking about the Sumerians. Solar system creation story. It's very interesting. Oh, what are you doing, boat? You're supposed to... I should put some beams along the edge of that. So it kind of plays into my prejudice of liking the idea that the asteroid belt was at one time a planet. Oops. Oh, wrong set. So every once in a while they find the missing mass and then, well, oops, we were wrong. I think 5 times in my lifetime they have found Planet X. Well, now it's Planet 9. Damn you. What's his name? I don't really remember his name. Oh, watch out. Tyson. Neil deGrasse Tyson. deGrasse Tyson. Is that like one name? deGrasse Tyson? Is that hyphenated? Kill Pluto. Well, I guess you gotta have a legacy. I don't feel like it's gonna be enough, even just for 2 weapons. My shield's already maxed though, that's good. If they steal that sound from Doctor Who, it sounds like a damn TARDIS. Like, what we got here? All kinds of stuff. Everything's that away. Put the boar up here. Why do I feel like I put it somewhere else? Fine. Mission successful. You gotta keep up on that iron. Sorry, black metal. I have to do the farming next. Oh yeah, I stole the coal for... I thought I was picking it up. I would have been if I hadn't come and stole it so I could get those running. Yeah. Well, 30, 50, 80 metal for one weapon. Is it like the speed's all the same for all the swords? Or I always feel like the silver sword is better. The black metal sword uses 2 more stamina per swing. 93 and 45. 113 and 14. So, yeah, 93 plus 45 is 135, right? Well, 138, but that's 127. I mean, it's marginally better, the silver sword is, plus magic. I mean, because the shaman's shield thing. Well, you can break it with the black metal shield, but, I mean sword, but I don't know that I'm going to carry this into the battle, because I want the magic, because it's a Yagluth. The Yagluth is a magic guy. He's all about the magic, so I got to imagine the magic is going to make a difference. And it's actually more points, and with a big guy, so I'm going to have to melee him unless I want to sit there all day firing arrows at him and risk dying every moment, which is what will happen. And, you know, death by 1,000 cuts. I think I'd rather try to melee him, maybe get a parry or two and get some good hits in, heavy hits. So, my other magic weapon No, it's not. It's 20 spirit. Okay. That's 80, 93, and 113. All total. The porcupine. Let me see the porcupine, baby. Huh. So it's 95 versus 113 plus the magic. I got a good club skill, I'm pretty sure. 53. Swords is 52. I mean, do I really need to make... Oh, it's made out of iron. What the shit? I ain't messing with me. See, we wouldn't have enough. How much? Oh. Oh. Linen thread? I can't remember. I have everything I need. Okay. Wasn't that bad. But what do we got? 113. Well, except one has magic damage. I don't know that Pierce is going to work so well on Yagluth. I don't know that he's resistant to it, but see, and another, I'm just like, which one am I going to use? This one and this one and this one and this one? I don't know. Yeah, sneak up behind him with the little silver dagger. Yeah, one shot him. I can dream. Let a man dream. There will be no one-shotting of Yagluth, though. Yagluth is me dying. See, I don't say that about Motor, and she killed me 3 times, so... Get some of this in there. What am I missing? Is there other weapons that I'm missing here? I gotta look at this. Something game changing. I mean, I've got to make a metal axe for better wood down the road. Is there a pickaxe on black metal? There's the pickaxes. Don't we got a new forge? No new bow? Well, this come in handy with little pullings if I was running into villages and going berserk. Is the best thing to have. So it starts at 30, so it's going to be well over 100 and some black metal. I could process all that black metal. I grab a whole bunch of coal and all the ore, and I can do it right here. See, that's what these are for. Alright, well, I guess it is what it is. I think I'm probably just going to go with the weapons I have, and I'm going to hang these on the wall so that when I die, I will grab these, cover my body and my armor, get it all on again, and we'll try out, you know, if I die, then we'll try out the other set of weapons. Looks cool. So I can't do anything more on the armor. I could get rid of the chest piece and wear the black metal chest, or the padded chest piece, padded cuirass. But yeah, mosquitoes are going to be spawning in during the battle. Unfortunately, the red armor, the what's it called? The red harness is very susceptible to fire, which could be a problem with Yagluth. I don't know, maybe I should just think about just taking mosquito shots. Maybe I should test that. I'm sure with full health I could take one, see how bad it is. We can test this. The invisible hat. I'm gonna go over and see the locks anyway. In the morning. Yeah, I should be able to make a bunch of that. It's better than bread for stamina. I make 2 sets of padded armor. Oops. Kind of forgot that one was there. And I just saw it. I'm like, what the? It's not upgraded. It's level 1. That's why it was there, because I didn't have enough limited thread. And then when I came and had enough limited thread, I just made a whole new set. That was silly of me. Oh well. Can I dye that one a different color? You know, wear it around the house. Nice, you know, pink or something. I am gonna get up, go to the bathroom, get a coffee, Then we gotta go to the farm, take care of the locks. And do farming. There's a lot of audiobooks on the internet. Well, YouTube. Been listening to some that I don't even know what it stands for. It's like HFY. But anyway, they got a theme going on. It's like Earth is a death world. They got classifications. None of them can seem to get, an agreement on, what death world class 10 or whatever, 13, 25. Yeah, they just can't seem to come to an agreement on that. But a lot of stories about, Earth being a death world, and I always kind of laugh because I guess it's ego, human ego. And all the other, well, vast majority of the other aliens in these little universes, it's always some kind of galactic council and shit. And they're all from paradise planets, garden planets, and okay, whatever. It's just very egotistical, human-centric, egotistical premises. And then, of course, you got the whole Galactic Council will attack Earth, and Earth's got, nukes, and that's about it. They ain't got no space travel, but they kick ass on, interstellar civilizations. Civilizations. I'm gonna have to put this in here. Where is my cultivator? Do we have any? Let's see if we got barley first. Get that going while I'm... Yeah, it's 50 each. Empty gun rack. No. It's my third mistake. Where the hell is my cultivator? Who stole my cultivator? Oh no, there was more here. Oh well. Guess I took it back through the old orifice. Like a dummy. It's a whole barley field. Okay, well let's get this processing and then I'll have to find a tool. Where said tool is, I haven't got a clue. If I gotta make one, I'll make one. I got bronze. Core wood. So anyway, it's all interesting. Sumerians talk about Nibiru, apparently a volcanic planet that only has an atmosphere because it's usually volcanic. Then in these same stories, we're in Death World. I think I hung it outside. I do that sometimes. Okay. What was I saying? Death World, volcanic. Oh yeah, they talk about humans and our history of warfare. Aha! It wasn't empty. I'm like, okay. I found the missing cultivator. I don't have a forge here. I might as well just put one up since I had to put down workbenches to stop the spawning. The idea was I wouldn't get raided here if I had minimal stuff, but now look at this shit. These are considered workbenches too, by the way. My plan was to have drakes come and then I could have these in Firsthome, but well, no drakes. They don't seem to want to come. No bats, no nothing. I don't know what's going on. It's a conspiracy. And I ain't letting the foolings in to talk to my pigs. I built the defenses for foolings. That's why I have those defenses. What the? Okay. We got some barley now. I hope I got enough barrels. Probably not. Huh. Gonna need more barrels. Well, let us fill up the bags. Run back. Get some barrel rings. Hey, you stay away from my barley. These are scarecrows. Well, he wasn't afraid of me, so I don't think a scarecrow would work any better than me standing in the field. Right, we've got barley storage here with all this stuff and flax can... Oh, I need that flax actually, yeah. I was going to process it, but I need that to plant. Oops, I almost screwed up. Oh, in my mind I screwed up. But I didn't plant it yet, so... I mean, I didn't process it yet. All this. So 9 slots and some 10 slots. What? Oh yeah, the barrels are bigger. I should have some barrel rings. Wow. That'll make my field smaller. Yeah, I guess we'll do that. Right. So Sumerians talk about the Anunnaki. They say that the Anunnaki had war on their planet, north versus south, for 1,000 Shar. What does that mean? Well, that's 1,000 times 3,600 years. So 3,600,000 years? That's some experience with warfare. Ended in a stalemate. In the end, they married the royal families of the south with the royal families of the north, and yeah, everybody lived happily ever after. Except for the whole atmosphere going away thing, which was a little problematic for them. I think what I'm going to do is just put these over here. We'll make a new barley section over here. Use that for flax over there. This field's going to bring in a lot of... Oh! It's my fault. It's my fault. Oh well. Oops. Supposed to be at 2. I mean, I want some extra, but I don't want to give up farming for the rest of the game. I'm like, why do I have so much? I thought this field would be just about right. It's my fault. That's some experience with warfare. Of course, archaeologists think that's all science fiction, so they had some serious science fiction writers back in the day, huh? So anyway, the war ended, and they married the families. They got this thing going on with the royal bloodline. Kinda gotta screw your half-sister to get an heir. I think they called it the law of the seed. Right? I read the story. I'm just relaying it. Okay. So, they didn't have the firstborn thing, see? See, because it wasn't a half-sister that the kid was born from. Well then, screw you, you're out. You're not gonna be the king. Well, this caused some difficulties. Pissed a lot of people off, but this is the way they wanted to do it, and it's their world, I guess, so let them do what they want to do. And I guess the idea was to keep the... Well, the whole idea is divine right and all that crap. You know. I mean, it's the same thing as, you know, divine right. But to keep the bloodline strong and keep it in the family, because we're the only ones capable of ruling, and all that jazz. Right, I get process. Wait, I thought I loaded this thing. Oh, it's just so quiet because there's no wind. I'm like, oh, got another 200. Let's go get stung by a mosquito. Oh, you're new. So we got 4 now. I got food left. There's no sense in giving him food unless he comes over here and gets it. Oh, there they go. They're doing the thing. They would all lovey-dovey. Yeah, I could try to push him that way. Maybe he'll detect the food and go. Huh. Wasn't too bad. Must have been a fluke. I was kind of moving. They usually get you in the back. Huh. Yeah, I think I'll be fine versus mosquitoes. I can wear the better armor for the Yagluth. Wasn't really a scientific study. I just can't get up the rock. I can't get it up. Where are you at? Coming for your metal. Oh. Oh. I'm not impressed. So, black metal armor is pretty much mosquito, or padded armor is pretty much mosquito proof too. Just to look in a minute to see what the difference is in armor ratings. Plus we don't have the weak against fire thing. 14. 32. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. There's a difference. I don't know how much it is, but it's a big difference. So not only do they have this little problem with some people thinking the firstborn ought to be, you know, and not the kid from your sister that you were banging. Oh, half-sister. Okay, half-sister. Not really sure what that means. Means something. a half-sister. I guess she had it. These guys like to fuck around. Okay, that's basically it. I don't know, I'm going to be doing the magic stuff. I think I'm going to leave the root harness. This is an extra one here. The cultivator doesn't need repaired, so it's good for now. There's another 40 some here, but I can't see needing it or anything right now. So what we have at home base should be good. And then they have this problem where, well, the atmosphere is leaking out of the atmosphere. Well, it probably always was. It's just not being replenished like it used to. So volcanic activity is going down, which will happen over time on a planet. It's just the way it is. Well, they need to find a solution. Well, the sitting king, not the king who ended the war, but one of his whatever great grandkids and whatever. And the damn, I brought those cloudberries. Okay. You know, gaggle of princess, because as I said, these guys gaggle around. They're trying to find a solution to it, but they can't find a solution to the problem. And they're finally fed up because crops are failing and all that. And one of the princes, a dude named Alalu, says, I can do better. And well, he's not in line for the throne because he's not of the law of the seed, etc., etc. But he goes and kills the king anyway. Says, my throne now. And he gets the Council of Seven to, ratify it. Probably at sword point, I mean, whatever. What I understand, the Council of Seven is like 7 wise men or something like that. Who knows? Kind of like a court, but not really. Somebody's gonna have to explain appointing judges and electing judges. And I think you shouldn't really do either. I'm a weirdo. Any case, now Alalu's in charge. And, well, Alalu was actually a very smart guy, very into science, all that. Thought he could find a solution. And he thought the solution might be in the inner planets of the solar system, because they're way out there. He sent a couple expeditions, but they couldn't make it to the hammered bracelet. And what is the hammered bracelet? The asteroid belt. So, we already knew this though. This rogue planet has to be on the plane of the ecliptic. Nibiru is. Well, it has to be on the plane of the ecliptic. I mean, first of all, it went by 3 different gas giants on its way in. Also, Tiamat, right? Twice, mind you. And so, well, Tiamat had moved because they cut her in half with electromagnetic field. I'm trying to do the blood pie. My brain is one place or the other. Blood bags and thistles. Just give me a bunch of them. I'll see what I can make. Yeah. I know I got blood bags. Oh yeah, we got blood bags. We got thistle. We got just flour? I'm just confused with this recipe. What the hell is this thing? Okay, I'm looking for the meat, man. Where's the meat? Well, that's 50, I guess. Oh, yeah, it'll be 50, huh? I got it right. I mean, was it stacked to 50? Of course not. Yeah, could make 50. I really should be using this. I've only got 20 bread left anyway, so guess I might as well. If you want. So that was a Lalu's big idea, and it isn't working out so well, and crops are failing, and everybody's pissed off, so same thing kind of happens. The princes are getting upset, and one of them named An, and he says, well, I'm going to be king, and I'm going to solve this problem, but we just had this, but okay, let's do it again. And they overthrow Lalu. Well, he challenged Lalu to wrestling and didn't cut his head off like Lalu did to the last king. But Lalu's like, well, he's probably going to cut my head off after he loses. He says, frack, I almost steal one of our ships. I'm going to solve this gold problem, since that seems to be the problem that everybody's worried about. Because, yeah, if you don't have an atmosphere, yeah. Because we got assholes spraying shit in our atmosphere. No idea what they're planning on doing, why they're doing. It's a little crazy to me, but it's our atmosphere leaking out and I don't know about it. I don't know. Anyway, got 2 extra blood bags. Or blood puddings. What do you mean the bread won't fit in there? Well, I use this when I'm at home, but I guess I use... Get in there. So, well, he gets a hammer bracelet, and I guess his ship's computer or whatever they got going. I don't think they have electronics. They have something. Okay. Pretty much tells them that, yeah, you can get hit by some rocks. So, well, he just grabbed a ship. I assume he's a king. Probably could find out information on the ship. So he's got some kind of weapons on there. Weapons of terror, they call it. And he uses the weapons of terror to blow up anything in his way, and he gets through the hammered bracelet. Why didn't he tell his men to do that? Oh. Anyway. Go sleep. Try out our blood bag, or blood pudding. No meat. What's up with that? Isn't blood pudding a real thing? What is up with that? Where did I get all the blood? Do I want to know? I probably don't want to know any of this. Let's go sit down. Story of my life. Huh. Wrong chest. He gets the key. He lands. He's kind of worried because there's trees and shit. He lands in this swamp where there's a clear area. And he goes around investigating the place. Realizes he can read the atmosphere. Takes his helmet off, all that jazz. Here's something weird goes on, shoots it. Not with a bow. Some kind of pistol or something. Anyway, he shoots it. Turns out it was a snake. He kind of describes it. It's like weirdest animal he'd ever seen. But he uses his, whatever they got, computer, whatever, to analyze the water, and there's gold in it. And he's like, problem solved, baby. Use gold, put it in the atmosphere. That's what they were trying to get. It's gold, right? So he does that, and he's like, okay, we can get gold out of this water. They know how to do that already. So he's like, I'm getting my throne back. So he calls home. Yeah, that's right. E.T. phoned home. And then, although technically if they use our DNA as the basis of their, really alien, are they really? Okay, well, in any case, E.T. phoned home. He says, yeah, I found gold. Little bitches, I want my throne back. And An, now king, says, oh, well, let me talk to Council 7. Talk to Council 7. Comes back to Lalu, who's alone on the planet, in the inner solar system. Tells him, yeah, sure, but the Council 7 wants to make sure, that you're not full of shit. And he says, we can send your son-in-law, who's An's son, is Alalu's son-in-law. An's son is married to Alalu's daughter. To come and verify, you trust him, right? Alalu says, okay, just as long as when it's verified that, I'll get my throne back. No problem. Yep. So, An's son gets, what do you call it? Well, we call it 50 heroes together. Okay. Got it up there. There they are. Whatever, here's what it is. You assholes. Oh! Where's the wood? I'll whack this guy with a hammer. And they get a ship and they head to Key. An's son and 50 heroes. Oh, and Alalu was nice enough to tell him, just use your weapons of tarot and blow the shit out of the way. Well, Sun's not up with that. He's got an idea though. Let's see, how much is that sticking out? I'll just put small one in here. Apparently they got water cannon on their spaceships. They use water to get any asteroids out of the way, to go through the asteroid belt. Is what it is. But I want to move this out one more. Really? So their pilot, warns Sun that, yeah, this could be a problem, buddy, because we use that shit for fuel too, the water. So here I'm saying, they're probably using fusion, right? For their engines, their power requirements. Yeah, I'm gonna want this to be up. Whatever. But they are successful and don't die a horrific death running into an asteroid. But they're low on fuel, so the pilot, who Sun only brought because he was a friend of Lalu, says, we're going to need to land and refuel. It was like, where can we land? It's like the fourth planet here. It's got water on it. Fourth planet would be Mars. You see, right? That wall over at the boar farm got big and honking, because now I'm going to want a battle vent here. Okay. He's blowing up my lights. Okay, that didn't work out. So they do that. They fuel their ship on Mars and then head inward to Key. Screw it. Well, when they get to Key, the pilot is even less happy about landing on the land than Lalu was, and he lands on the ocean a little off from the coast, and they put their fish suits on and their eagle helmets on and swim in, except they're one short. Sun didn't get one. Well, Sun decided somebody else could have his because they were one short. He has to swim in, but they already know the atmosphere is good to go. Oh, I have all this stuff on me. What am I doing? They can breathe the atmosphere. Well, this is a pickle. Yep. I can't even jump my own wall. Just can't get a perch. It's on a straight surface. Really should put stairs here, huh? I kind of wanted that open. I don't know why. Just felt natural to put it here. It was just the easiest way to do it because I would have had to rinky-dink with every one because I got the big ones under there and just the way it was started. And how I got what I wanted without having to rinky-dink with it. Do I sound motivated? So, I thought I filled this gap. Alalu's son verifies that there's gold in that there water. It's 1.5 of this one. 1.5. I should do this. 1.5. Oh. I have to go with this, huh? Oh, give me this. One and a half. No, I didn't get it right. Okay, what? It's 3 fucking blocks is what it is. Yes. 1, 2.5. I don't want it. Rack and 3, I mean, why does it seem to me to be... Yeah, shut up. Okay. Oops. Well, it's going to use a lot less stone. Gotta move the... Well, On-Sun says, yeah, this will take forever, dude. So then there's a bit of back and forth to go around and all that. And On's like, well, you know, you ain't going back until we get the gold to fix the atmosphere. So I'm going to appoint your son-in-law as Lord of the Earth and Key, and I'm sending my other son to help out. He will be Lord of Command, And Lil, you guys need to mine that gold up, and then you get your throne back when I got the gold. Because I'm the one sitting on the throne, bitch. And so Lalu's like, okay, as long as we do it when, we get the problem solved, I get my kingship back. Getting the feeling Lalu's just too nice a guy, except for the whole head cutting off of the old king thing. But a little paranoia too. Because I don't believe An had any intention of cutting his head off. There was a bit of a kerfuffle about that. They really kind of, after, 3 million years of fracking war, they kind of valued human life. Did I sleep? No. They do. Anyway, so now I sent an Enlil and a whole bunch of heroes in a bigger ship that they just constructed for the purpose of carrying all these Nimrods. They are ready to start desalinating some water. I don't know how you get gold out of water. You got it in your toenails, you know that. Gold's in your toenails. Yeah, I don't know about saving your toenails and melting it down and getting rich. I don't think that's really going to happen. I need to get the cart. I think it was pretty empty on the stone. We're going to need more stone. I kind of want to do something. I'll probably put ladders right there. That's what I'll do. Because I'm going to put another gate there. How much is left here? Well, I can go a little bit. Sure, give me rain. You see I got a construction project going on here. Keep away from my damn lights. Shit. I don't know that I need to stand on this piece and fight. But I don't want the enemy standing on it and fighting either, so I guess we're just gonna take it up. I should stop most of the ranged guys. Now I kind of want to move the door out here to that edge. That's right. I'm designing it as I go along, like I don't know what I'm doing. Because you know why? Because I don't know what I'm doing. Give me that. Guess I had enough. And 136 is spare. I gotta put some doors in there. Forgot about a roof. Yeah. I gotta put a roof over it because they get damaged in the rain. They use here core wood. Yeah, should grab some of that. Ooh. Gates open. I'm gonna eat the good food because fooling raids are on. They're active. I don't know. Should grab some regular wood too. Just have to rebuild these suckers. Nice guy, eh? so close. Why is there Corwood over here too? What's going on with this? Yeah. I don't know that I'll need anything else, but... Yeah. Gotta put your lamps up. Okay. What? Oh. Yeah, who could have known them race would kill all them pigs? That's just crazy. Nobody could have thought of that. You guys happy now? Well, it's not that you guys were squealing. You guys were not squealing. I mean, considering I built the thing flying by the seats of my pants, it's a pretty good design. Only one little flaw, and now the flaw is fixed. And really, that only bothered me because I always thought the pigs were under attack, so now that I'm going to have pigs elsewhere, don't matter. Not that I'm planning on getting rid of these pigs or anything, because that's just a conspiracy theory. Hey, leave my butt alone. Ooh, that one went in hard. Yeah. I'll just slow walk it. But anyway, when on Son Enki, we don't know his name. He has a number though. I think it was 40. Could be wrong on that. Could be 50. In any case, when he gets there, this little swamp that Lalu is bivouacking in, he says, well, we gotta make a camp. We got 50 heroes here, you know. So, they spent 7 days building a camp. Well, 6 days. I think he said, well, we're gonna rest on the 7th day. We got it all done. And we're gonna make that a thing. We rest on the 7th day. And so they did. Lalu and Enki getting around trying to find water that had more gold content in it. They weren't very lucky with that. They named the place Eridu, yes, like E-R-I-D-U, whatever. Okay. Not sure what it means. And they're using it as a base of operations, and Lalu's getting his science chops in. He's liking that. So he's kind of probably liking not being king, because he did like science and all that. And he actually likes Enki, his son-in-law, which that's the most unbelievable part of the story, in my opinion. Alright, I'm trying to think what else I can do. We're not going to fight until tomorrow night. I guess just check on the locks and pigs and all that. That is the wrong way. Not gonna get there from there. I want an attack, so now I can see all my gate bears. Yeah, I shouldn't say things like that because well, I never had them break the wall at Firsthome when I was attacked. Plus stats tracking, that's, well, max combat difficulty, very hard combat difficulty. That's max combat. It's not called hardcore. The death penalty is called hardcore. This is split into two different things. The max, combat rating is called very hard. That's what she said. You're not gonna go over there, huh? You're just one of those. The loner, huh? Don't you knock down my doors. You don't know your own strength, son. So, while they're waiting for Enki's brother to show up with his group of heroes, they're going around and they find some gold down the bottom of one of the continents, the south, which we now call Africa. In fact, South Africa, they found the mines. It's all attributed to humans within the last 200,000 years. So, they found a whole bunch right by the surface. They're very happy now. All they gotta do is get it out the ground and get it home. Which, they gotta ship between two planets. Not the easiest thing. So, Enki has a new task. I mean, they're gonna have to send ships and his paws. You guys gonna do the thing? It's like herding cats. I gotta make it smaller. and then like take the wall out when they get populated so that they can breed more. I mean, what's one give me for meat? I don't know. Guess I'll find a lox and kill one. Guess I could move all these barrels over here, but I don't like it to be crowded. We gotta build some kind of spaceport. He finds a place, I guess we call it Baalbek now. They build a landing platform for ships. They're like, they ain't got no GPS, so they gotta build something. Can use natural terrain features, but there's weather. So Enki, being a scientist to keep her knowledge and all that, he just looks in the archives and says, alright, we'll build a big ass beacon here at the top of that continent where the gold is, and they can use their flight paths right over that and land at Baalbek. I guess I'll give this guy some food, but there's no sense in feeding them if they ain't breeding. Maybe he'll wander over there. So he builds a power station and a beacon at a place called Giza now. It's used as a landing beacon so that the ships can come and land at Baalbek. And Enlil arrives with his crew. Feeling lazy. And they get to digging. They get a bunch of the heroes digging, and they're processing the metal, and they haven't sent the ship back. But when they get enough, they gotta see if it really works, because they hadn't done it yet. So they got enough to build a Lalu ship so it can still take off, but you know, I mean, it is gold, some heavy shit. So Enki getting it ready, and there's still 7 missiles left on the ship. So Enki gets a couple guys to take the missiles out and go hide them in a cave by Eridu there, and tells them don't tell Alalu, you know, because those missiles could probably get him the kingship back if he wanted to go that route. They're weapons of terror. What they are, I don't know, enough to blow up an asteroid. Nukes? Who knows? In any case, they load up the ship and they send it back. And then, you know, the Anakin Skywalker thing, it's working! It's working! And they're able to repair the atmosphere a little bit. At least the idea is effective, and they just need a lot more gold. So they gets to digging and, you know, making life bearable on this foreign planet for themselves and all that. And I'm going to end the story there. I'll tell the rest of the story later. By the way, there's no humans involved in that story at all. There ain't no humans there on Key at this time. Alright, that's about it. How you doing? I'm out of here. Stream's over tomorrow night. We're gonna go kill Yagluth. I'm gonna make sure my forward base is squared away as much as it can be squared away for what it is. I'm gonna leave the ship here. Since it's normal difficulty, I can teleport over there if I die, so. And I fully expect to be losing 5% of my skills.